Hey guys, in this tutorial we'll be learning about how to create realistic grass in 3ds Max using Vray and its modifier. To start off, we'll be drawing a plane on the viewport, so by going to Create panel under the Geometry tab and Plane, and we'll draw a decent size plane. For example, I'll just set it to 300 by 300 with segments of 50 by 50. The segments is up to your choice and it's not really a big matter. Next we'll add a modifier called noise, or we'll click on our viewport and plane and then add a modifier called noise, and then we'll change the Z modifier to give it a bit of curvature. And then once that's done, we'll be going back to the Create panel, and then under the Vray, under the standard primitives, we'll click on Vray, click on our plane, and we'll click the Vray fur. And then here's what it looks like after you've clicked it. And just to get a basic understanding of how it looks, we'll just do a quick render to see how the views of it. And then this is what it looks like now, everything untouched. So then exiting this, we could begin to play with the parameters of the grass. So you have the length, thickness and gravity, bend and taper. So you could play with these all up to you, your choice. You can make it longer, you can make it thicker. Just for this, we'll just set it to a 0.1 thickness, and then gravity, if you like it dropping down or maybe less drop down. You could also bend it more and then tape it at the bottom. Next, you're able to set the distribution per face or per area up to your choice. So per area, I've set it to, for easier tutorial, I just set it to 10. So per area there's 10 grasses or more. Next, and then you could check the viewport display just to see how many you have. So you can set it to 2000 if you want, just to give it a bit of depth. We'll set the knot to 8, actually no, 9. And then maybe we'll just change back the per area to maybe 12. Actually no, 15. And then we'll just have a quick render of how it looks. And now you can see that it's a lot more grass in the viewport on our plane. And now you're ready to render once you've set the right parameters for your own project or yourself. So we'll go into the material editor, and we'll start by creating a material in here, and then I'll just copy it to another one, so we have 2 different materials. And then before I've already gone up ahead and saved a few pictures of our grass that we want to render. So I've got a ground here and 2 selections of grass. So I'll just be dragging the pictures to the material and overlapping them. And go back and then drag the grass over, and then we'll begin to edit it. So grass, I have, if you scroll down, there's a special maps and the generic maps. So I've just gone and created, and we would like to get some bump in, a bit of texture and depth into the grass. So I'll just drag that and drag it into the bump map and say copy, and then the method would be instance OK. and I've just given it a bit more depth, so I've just given it 0.5, and then I've dragged it to the reflection color, the same, and the diffuse roughness, and then just double check it by double clicking on the materials, and if that's what you like, then you can go on and proceed. So we'll be dragging that to the V-Ray fur, and then in our ground materials, the same thing. We'll go to the generic maps, drag it to bump map, copy as instance, and we'll drag it to just 0.5. The numbers are up to your choice. So we'll go to the roughness. Actually, no, sorry. We'll go to the reflection color, and then the diffuse roughness, and then like before, we'll drag it to our plane as that's the ground. Now you can see that it's beginning to pop up, and then now we render. And then as you're rendering, you can see that the grass are beginning to show up. And there you have it. When the rendering's done, here's your grass, realistic V-Ray grass. Once that's rendered, you can just click the save button at the top and save it in the desired folder you want. And just say render grass, save. And render grass. Change to a JPEG maybe. Okay, and once that's saved, that's done. And here's your V-Ray grass render made in V-Ray. Hope you've learned something. Thank you.